No Life Jeff, that is my name. What is up, guys? And today we are going to be counting down 5 things you should not do in Dream League Soccer 2019. So Dream League Soccer has been out for a while. I'm not necessarily the best player. I'm not giving you tips on how to play the game better, but as an experienced person playing this game for over 3 years, I can tell you with confidence these 5 things that you should not do in Dream League Soccer. If you are, or if you did do something on this list, then I advise you don't do it again, since these will hurt your progression in the game. But if you want to buy however you want and have fun with the game, that's up to you. But before we get into the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for some more Dream League Soccer content. But without further ado, let's get into the list. Coming in at number 5, you should not shoot with a lower end player. So if you look at a player's stats and you see their shooting stat, the SHO stat, and it is red, then you should not shoot the ball with A. I'm not saying that you should never shoot the ball with A. Actually, shooting the ball with A with higher end players is actually incredibly useful, since the ball is harder to stop from the goalkeeper since you're able to give it some airtime. However, players with red shooting stats will kick it over the net, they'll kick it too hard or even kick it wide to the net if you shoot with A. If you find yourself that you are starting out new in Dream League Soccer and you have a bunch of lower end players with red shooting, I advise you to shoot with B, since it keeps the ball onto the ground and you can still shoot it pretty hard to get it past the goalkeeper. This way the ball will not travel over the net as they would if you would shot it with A. Coming in at number 4, you should not purchase any coin bundles. Now, if you need coins super fast and you don't have enough time to watch videos, or if you just want to get rid of the ads on the app, then you can go ahead and do so. But if you are willing to save money and you don't know any alternative ways, you can watch video ads 30 seconds for 30 coins. If the video ads you watch average out to 30 seconds each, it'll only take you about 17 minutes to get 1,000 coins, which 1,000 coins cost $2.99. So for only 17 minutes of your time, you can be saving that much money. And the thing is, you don't actually have to be watching the ads. You could be doing anything else as well, as long as it's playing in the background and you're getting the coins and you're collecting it. Now, I know a lot of you guys know about this, but it's still one thing that you should not do in Dream League Soccer. And did you know if you actually bought one of those cheap coin bundles, you get rid of the ads on the game? So if you're willing to do that, then there's a tip for you if you want. But yet again, if you want to remove ads, you can just turn off your Wi-Fi. And if you want to play online, there's not even ads anyway. So, I mean, you could use that as well. Coming in at number 3, do not buy short players. So on their cards, they will show their height. And I suggest if you are willing to buy a player, it's obviously Messi, who's still shorter than most of the players, but I mean, he's good, right? But if you have the choice between a shorter player and a taller player, you should definitely pick the taller player, even if he's like a little bit lower overall, because you can always train him, you can always use the player development. However, you cannot make them grow taller. Short players have a hard time winning headers, and tall players win headers, and it's so much better on corners, and when you're crossing it in, it's just so much better. So avoid as much as possible to purchase shorter players. So coming in at number 2 is do not do rainbows online. So when you swipe up to do a skill move, they will do a rainbow, and in online they will automatically kick it or header or scorpion kick or anything afterward. The reason behind all this is because the rainbow is a very overpowered skill move that you can just easily rainbow over the defense, as you guys can see if you try it in like a CPU match. But the developers found that the rainbow is way too overpowered to use online against other people. It doesn't matter against CPUs, you can use rainbows against CPUs, but if you are playing online and you are far away from the net and you try to rainbow across a player, it will not work. They will just kick it after and it won't work. So avoid doing rainbows online unless you were very close to the net, where if they kick it, it will be a decent enough shot. But before we get into the last tip that you should not do in Dream League Soccer, we are just going to be saying that when you buy players, if you're a beginner and you're going to buy your first player with your first 1,000 coins, look at the stats, look at what matters to you. Right now, shooting doesn't really matter because you can always shoot with B. So you shouldn't look for shooting in an attacker. You should most likely look for speed because that's like the most controllable thing and what will really bring you to success. So don't just look at their rating and how expensive they are in the store. If you can find someone who's fast, who can just shoot with B because they have a low shooting and they're low rating and they're cheap, then that's perfect. Try to get your budget guys first so you can, and then you can buy the superstars later. And the last thing on this list is very dear to my heart and very dear to a lot of people's hearts, is do not cheat or hack. It just ruins the fun of the game. It ruins the progression of the game. It's just not fun. Me personally, I don't see the fun of cheating in a bunch of coins just to buy a bunch of players, superstars, and then upgrade them super duper high, and then play online and beat everybody because you cheated. Play the game honestly, play the game to progress and develop your team, and like feel like you're attached to it instead of you just cheated it in. And if you have cheated and you have a fully 100 rated team and you have unlimited coins right now, don't play online. That's just so awful to the other person on the other side. I mean, obviously they probably cheated too, but still, I don't know, just don't hack. Anyway, that is it for my list video today. If you've done one of these things, say that in the comments. And if you're clean, you haven't done any of these things, good job to you. Leave a like on the video, comment down that you passed the test, or, well, I mean, it's not really a test, but anyway. If there's anything I missed, leave that down in the comments down below as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, that would be much appreciated. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.